Alrighty, YouTube. Got another snowblower here. Hoping to get more and more in. It's a CCR 2450 or 2450. Guaranteed to start. 20-inch, 5 horsepower. It's a Toro, as you can see. So we got a starting problem here. Neighbor brought it to me. He said it just doesn't want to start, doesn't want to do anything. So we got the choke on, right? Choke is on. Prime it a few times. Try to start. Just nothing. As you can see, there's just no give, nothing anywhere. So what we're going to try, I can smell old fuel in here. I'm going to take a little bit of carburetor cleaner and spray it into the intake. Try to figure out exactly where the intake is. It's right here. Spray a little in there. See if it'll start up off that. So as you can see, it started right up off of some carburetor cleaner in the system. So I'm thinking it's just a dirty carburetor or just really old fuel. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drain out all the fuel out of it. Got some brand new fuel here. My trusty snowblower. It lost the top to it somewhere. I don't know where it is. The thing still runs great though. Got some brand new fuel for it here. It's got some. You should have smelled that. I wish YouTube had smell-o-vision. Because have you ever started up a two-stroke that has about the rankest gas you've ever smelt in it? That's what this smells like. It's just a very strange smell. So what we're going to do here is we're going to find a fuel line. There's a fuel line right there. Very little fuel, which is a good thing to see. Because then you're not wasting as much gas, you know. I'm going to unplug that fuel line, drain out all the fuel into a container, and then I'll start the video up and continue from there. Cool. Okay, so we still got the fuel line unhooked. Gonna spray a little bit more carb cleaner in there. We're gonna run the carburetor dry, just to make sure there's no fuel in it. That is now completely dry. This takes a bit. I'm going to plug the fuel line back into the bottom of the fuel tank. Just like that. Going to put some new fuel in it. This fuel, I can't remember what octane it is. It's 88 or higher. It's like 88 or 91 or something like that. It's mixed 40 to 1. This snowblower requires 50 to 1, but 40 to 1 work just fine. A little heavier, so it's not going to hurt anything. It's got, the fuel has Startron in it as well, so it will stay stabilized for up to 2 years, which is a good thing. And I've found that Startron actually does work, unlike Stable. Stable does not very well anyways. So let's start it back up. That's fixed. It's done. Just to make sure, I'm going to let it cool down. I'm going to let the engine fully cool down. I'll let it sit for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I'll come back out here, prime it, start it again, just to make sure it starts on its own without any starter fluid or being warm. So yeah, it doesn't look like that carburetor needed any work. Usually they do, but it doesn't seem like this one does, so I'll just leave it for now. Plus it's hard to get into, and I really don't want to get into it right now. So this all finished. I'll start it up. I'll cold start it for you guys as well once that time comes. But these are pretty nice. They didn't plug up too often. I'm just doing a quick review of what I know about them. They didn't plug up too often. If you're in real slushy stuff that didn't move, they would plug up. But this snow isn't quite slushy yet. It's just sticky. And it will. They usually handled them pretty well until they started getting clogged. Then you have to stop, clean them out, and all that fun stuff. But for the most part, they worked excellently. These MTD for 4.5 2 cycles, they're horrible. They never really worked. You try to use them and they just plug. They do nothing. The only snow that these can do is powdered snow, and we don't get powdered snow around here too often. It's always real thick snow. Where I used to live, we always had powdered snow. It's like we never had thick, sticky snow. So that's the only stuff that those can do. These Jacobsons, top's missing. These Jacobsons, you can run these through anything at all. They will plug up, but I like the chute design because all you have to do, like your snow blowing, these will go through slush as well. Once they start plugging up, just rock it real hard on the ground, and it while it's running, and it throws it back down into the blades, and it unclogs it. It's just easy 1, 2, 3. You don't even have to stop and push it out, you know. So I'll cold start that in a second, and I'll be posting this video up. Cool. Alright, so it's been about 2 hours now. That's been sitting for a while. Muffler is dead cold. I'll start it up now. Oh, I'm not even going to choke it. Okay. So it's running good. I'll be taking it back over to my neighbor now and picking up a check from him for it. Sweet. I'm happy with it. It runs good. Not having any problems. This one has lots of problems. Oh well. I'm really thinking about just taking this engine out of it and scrapping the body. Unless somebody wants to buy it as is. Other than that, I'm just going to sell it as engine and body separate. No carburetor. Probably, I don't know. As for this one, I'm never selling it. Yeah, I know it's little and it's old. It does the job every single time though. It's never let me down. I've only cleaned that carburetor out once, and that was last year. It still ran like a champ, but I was just curious, pulled the carburetor apart. There's a little bit of gunk in there, and it was still just fine. Alrighty, enough with the jibber jabber. See you later, tubers. Hope you have a good one. If you could rate, comment, subscribe, that'd be great. Bye.